All right, well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the August 2024 Tourism Commission meeting. Call the meeting to order. We'll introduce some visitors. Looks like we have Tiffany Decker with the Grayson County Tourism Commission with us. Thank you for being here.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you all?
Great.
First, we want to thank you all for sponsoring this event that's coming up September the 7th and supporting us, because right now we don't have very many supporters, so it's not looking good. But September the 7th, Aaron Tippin will be here with special guest Kyle Whitaker. The gates will open at 4 p.m. There will be food trucks, a beer tent, and 2 tents full of merchandise as well that day. We're hoping that it doesn't rain. If it rains, the event will be moved to the high school, but fingers crossed, no rain this time.
Hope not.
We definitely want these ticket sales to pick up, because if not, I'm afraid this will be our last big show that we'll be able to have over there. So if you all can help
out to
press
public
those
to buy
tickets.
tickets.
Yeah.
For sure.
We have to. I mean, it's just not good.
And they can get those tickets at your Facebook page?
Go on Facebook for the Grayson County Tourism Facebook page, and you can get them there as well. And then if you see a flyer hanging anywhere in town, you can scan that barcode, and it will take you directly to the link as well.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Can they buy tickets at the Center on Main?
Nope, but they can buy them that day at the gate.
Gotcha.
$40 at the gate, $30 online.
Perfect. Okay.
Yep.
Well, good deal. Good luck.
And what time does the gate open, Tiff?
4 p.m.
Okay.
Show starts at 5
In the valley, right?
in the valley, Loxton Valley Park.
It's so pretty over there,
Yeah.
Tiff. You've done
Yeah.
a wonderful job.
We'll say
Yeah.
if no one's seen it, they've really built the stage out. It's
It's nice.
It
Yeah.
easier to
is.
get to. The stage is
Yeah, TNT
Huge.
Construction and Elite Welding did all of that for us.
Yeah.
Didn't charge us anything, so.
And those steps going down to that waterfall is a big,
Yep.
big
Yeah.
asset to it.
Yeah, a lot of improvements over there, so we just need people to come out and join us.
Hey
Okay, well-
Elsa, since we're a sponsor of that, can you push something out on the
Yeah,
city
absolutely.
app? with
Absolutely,
that?
I can.
Yeah.
We can do that this week. I think we were just kind of waiting for the last East Main, but we'll do that.
Well, we really pushed it at the state fair, too. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, we had a lot of comments about it. We'll do what we can to help you, for
Thank
sure.
you. Thank you all, I appreciate it very much.
We would love to get a picture of you with this one picture.
Big check.
Usual position.
I guess so.
When you get in the middle.
I feel like they've moved, so there we go.
Now, if he comes back, we
I'm
need
scared,
to-
I'm
we
scared
need to
now.
do this way.
I'm scared
There we
now.
go. Yeah.
Leave it up to me, I'll
Spoke at the chamber meeting.
goes well.
Afterwards, found out I can't get a picture. We want him in the middle. I said, nope. Got to have those between the doors.
All right, moving on to the minutes from the July meeting. If you haven't had a chance to do that, please review those now. We'll take any questions or comments. If no questions or comments, we'll take a motion to approve those.
Make a motion.
Joyce with first, Angie beat Carla to it with second. All in favor, sign of aye. So moved. Financial reports.
Okay, you have a report for tourism, aquatic center, and then summary of all units. The only thing I saw is on tourism for property and liability insurance, there was an error there, so that'll be corrected during next month's meeting, and it is a lot less. So it'll go down to $6,393.66.
Okay, good.
And I am still working on year-end journal entries, so keep that in mind. Those
Yeah.
numbers will change because all of June's restaurant tax is actually in this, and it'll back up to June, so the numbers will change dramatically
Yeah.
when I get those year ends.
July always kind of throws us off,
Yeah, we have to wait until August 31st before I can really
reconcile.
make those entries.
Can we get a motion to approve the financials?
So move.
Anthony with first, can I get a second?
I'll second.
Carla, all in favor with the sign of aye?
Uh,
All right, so moved. On to old business, retail coach.
I was not able to be in attendance of the last Zoom meeting, but Ryan and Harold, I believe.
Yeah, we participated in a conference call without saying too much. Basically, the developers are getting with their people to see if they can get a franchise, I guess, tied down to our location. So it's in progress. It sounded promising. They did like the new study we had done. So that's good.
Okay, thank you. Okay, gospel, the August 2nd event was so good. It was so good. So the next gospel event will be on October 11th. That is the one that we sponsor with Dee Dee and Darren Whiteley, and it will feature Eternal Vision. That flyer should be going out hopefully this afternoon, tomorrow morning. They're getting me the final information and pictures to put in it.
Great.
East Main Market, the season has ended, and I think I was not able to be at the very last one, but from what I saw and I've heard, it was a great event.
He was so nice. He got out in the audience. I thought that was really neat. He got out and sang, and I just thought he did a great job.
He's a great guy. Even at State Fair, a lot of they weren't from Leitchfield. I don't know if they were all from Louisville, but they were excited to see that he was going to be so close, and there were so many kind words about him.
That's cool.
Okay.
Overall, that whole, I think, event throughout the summer was a success. I didn't hear any
I
real
feel like
negatives about it.
Yes,
I think it's really been one of our best seasons.
absolutely.
Yeah, it seems that way.
Seemed like the weather cooperated better.
Uh-huh, yeah. Of course, we didn't have it as in May.
No,
You
that's
know,
true.
we shortened the season. It kind of worked out.
Kentucky State Fair is over. Tiffany and I tore down yesterday. I thought I worked 5 days, and the shifts that we did work, Joyce went with me. I thought it was very busy, and we
Yeah.
made great contacts. So until next year.
Yeah, great.
We're going to set a few things up at County Fair to help fill in space because the city uses a building, and we'll do that today. Now, I'm going to turn it over to Tammy with Parks and Rec. You do have, it was her notes with 2 reports, paperclip to it.
I also made an error. I made an error on the cost estimate for the lights for Seafield. That was a total for 2 fields. We only are asking to help with 1. Terry will be doing all the wiring and installing the lights starting in September.
So that should be $7,500 for the one, okay.
I did it really quickly. I was trying to get all the baseball registrations and everything, softball together, and so I kind of threw it together quickly. I just looked at the bottom number.
That's fine.
That's what I went by this. This was for 2 fields. For 24 lights.
That was 2 fields, because I had in mind.
I know that's what I glanced at.
30,000.
And I think this is so that they can have tournaments.
Right.
Scotty, was the 15,000 was this bid the 13,200, was that for 2 fields or 1?
Okay, because it says 24 lights, and I had notes on there 2 fields. So I wasn't sure. How many lights are there on each field? I'm trying to think in my head too. I don't think there's 20.
Yeah.
I'll have to come back, yeah.
I had in the city budget, so the city, when we did the city's budget, tourism was already done.
Right.
So in the city budget, when they met, they didn't want to do, they said, we can't do both fields, we will do 1 field if you will request the other for tournaments from tourism. And the total quote was 30,000, so it was gonna be, like, we put 30,000 in the city budget contingent on tourism paying
Funding half,
15,000 for the
right.
other half of the
Could be wrong.
And it may be,
Yeah.
maybe this one was wrong, maybe we thought that was one field, but in the budget itself, we've got 30,000 for 2 fields.
Okay.
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 And that has been started, right, the lights?
It was
So
in
one
September,
field.
yeah.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, we ordered
Yeah.
the lights, so we're starting that in September.
So should we just pass it or take a motion to pass this up to $15,000? And if it's less, it's better?
Yeah, and then if it only costs 15,000 for both fields, then you would only be paying
Right.
7,500 because you're only doing one field.
Okay.
Is what they're requesting.
But you're not going to spend the 15,000 on anything other than
No,
lights,
other than
right?
lights, correct.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And this is on the softball tournament, or the softball fields, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Because the 2 fields together, they're the worst. So Terry's replacing all the wiring and everything because it's, one of the boxes caught on fire one day.
Oh, yeah.
So he said that he doesn't want to take that chance, so he's rewiring everything.
I'm sure it's time.
So all of our fall ball, softball, and baseball will be played at the baseball complex.
All right, great.
Okay.
So
I
you're
guess, do we need to
proposing
take a
up to
motion on that?
And that's to split it
guess.
with the city, up to 15.
Right.
Okay.
Our half will be 15.
Yeah, I would like for a motion, just because you all have special
Right.
projects in your
Yes.
budget, but just so that you know exactly what
Earmark
you're
it.
spending those on.
All right, while we're on that topic, can we get a motion to approve up to $15,000 for
I'll make
field, or lights on Field B?
I'll make that.
All right, Joyce with first. Can I get a second? Angie, all in favor with the sign of aye?
Uh,
All right, any opposed? So moved.
Okay. Do we need to talk about disc golf?
Disc golf, we still, they're still working on it. We still have 3,900 left in the budget. They've got all the pads poured. Wes is working on that, so I'm not for sure exact status, but I know all the pads have been poured.
That's the hard part, I think, isn't
They
it?
have all the baskets set, and they're working this week, in just the groundwork around those pads in order to level them up.
Yeah.
Draw them some, but we pretty much think that by the end of this week, that it should be ready for
Good.
for the tournament.
Oh, great.
Be ready to go.
Good.
And I don't think we have an official motion on that. That was
It was
something that
carried.
was in the budget originally, but not carried over because we thought the project was done. No one had said anything about the project
Mhm.
anymore, so we
Correct.
wasn't sure. So if you all can make a motion, like the official, to finish that project out, that would be good, so we have it in minutes.
Is there a dollar amount we need
Do
to?
you have the dollar amount, Tammy?
I don't have it on me. The original, I think, was 25. Was that correct?
I can't remember now.
Oh, Tammy,
That's
I
been.
can't
I
seemed
know,
like
I
that's
have it,
2
I'm
years
sorry,
ago.
it's printed out, I have a graph on my computer, my budget. But I apologize, I should have printed it out.
Okay.
I was looking for the email on it.
7,775
Was the remaining amount, correct?
yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
That was the remaining amount. It appears that,
because they bought the baskets when you guys first approved
Right.
it,
Yeah.
and then it just
Different
got
years,
put on
it
the
seems
back
like,
burner
right.
for a while.
yes, $7,775 is what we need the motion for.
Gotcha.
To finish out the project up to
Okay.
that amount. If it's less, obviously, they wouldn't spend it, but that
Right.
would be estimated cost.
And that'll have us done.
I'll make a
Okay.
motion.
Carla
to-
makes that motion. Second. Second by Anthony. All in favor with the sign of aye? All right, so moved. Be good to have that one done.
So for pickleball, we don't have the information just yet, so we'll keep that on the agenda for the next meeting for the board.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, thanks, Tammy. Anything else? Batting cages looked great.
Yeah.
Did
they
a good job. We got the L screens in so that they're ready to use at any time.
You have one weekend left at the Aquatic Center.
Yes.
Okay.
And then the ducking regatta. We do have enough for baseball and softball, fall ball. Our numbers climbed since I sent this. We have enough to do 3 teams at each level.
Oh, that's good.
We do not have enough for, of course, fast pitch and 17U slow pitch. We didn't have enough, so we just had some of them move from fast pitch to slow pitch. and we ended up having to combine the major and minor. Basically, it's kind of a training session, so it'll just prep them all for the next year, so give them an opportunity to play.
Okay, very good.
Good deal. Thank you.
You're welcome.
For old business, the only other thing I have is the welcome sign. I got notification on email yesterday that it is here in Leitchfield.
Good.
So I've spoken with Scotty, and I'll get with Wes. The state has approved. There is just a little bit of an adjustment on the location, so hopefully that will be up in the next 2 to 3 weeks.
That'd be great.
I hope, at least before Honeyfest. I don't have any more old business. Does anyone?
No.
Okay. So moving on to new business, I had emailed you guys information on the TV show called On the Hook, and you do have the additional information in your packet. I got enough confirmation back to know that you guys were interested in proceeding with the project, but we do need an official motion for $2,000.
Okay.
I'll make a motion.
Carla makes that motion.
Second.
Angie seconds. All in favor with the sign of aye.
Uh,
All right. Sounds like everybody approves.
Okay. Trolley repair. I've spoken with Wesley, and the maximum it would be to repair a trolley would be $500. So that has served us well for many, many, many years, but it needs some roof repair and just some additional things done. If you guys want to make a motion for the 500, or at least let me put it in the minutes that we discussed it.
I'll make a motion that we approve
Sounds fair.
Second.
Second by Anthony. All in favor with the sign of aye. Good deal. Thank you.
Okay. You do have copies of all the upcoming September events in your packet. So Touch a Truck, Erin Tipton. There is a brochure for the DAR event, and then Honeyfest. So still a lot. We were done with what we officially sponsor and put on ourselves for the season, but there's still lots and lots of things
yeah.
going on for the rest of the year. I have a regional meeting that will be held here, Tiffany and I do, together on September 5th. They're going to have it at the Center on Main. Normally, we have to travel an hour and a half to 2 hours to go to our regional meetings, so we're excited that it's going to be here. But normally, they will feed the group up to 12, so I would love to take them to Steak and Stone.
Absolutely.
Is that something I can put in the minutes that you guys are okay with us feeding the group? Okay.
I'm fine with that.
Perfect. And then, letter of support for the sports complex. Did you want to talk, Tammy, any about the meeting that's going to be at City Council?
Whisper things I shouldn't say. But we're just asking all of the community to come together that are interested, or what their opinions are for the healthplex, the sportsplex, whatever that may be called, just so we can get their input, see who really wants it and who doesn't want it, and what the outcome would be, and what their ideas are. What would they want to see in a healthplex?
And that
So-
meeting's at the city council meeting next Tuesday.
September
Yeah.
3rd, correct.
3rd, right?
Yeah. And everybody's welcome. Even if they don't want to speak, just be here to either give your support or however you feel.
Yeah. I mean, there's obviously tremendous benefits to the Tourism Commission for having something like that through sports tourism. So
Correct.
if anybody's ever traveled to away games, travel ball, it's a huge, huge business.
And it would be a multi-purpose building. I mean, you could do, conventions there.
Assume we'd have our rec leagues there, right?
You'd have the rec
So it would all
leagues
be
there.
centralized, so you're
And the
not
schools
traveling
could
from.
possibly
So
utilize
nice.
it for their
Right.
practices, and junior pro basketball, and even do indoor pickleball,
Yeah.
archery, gymnastics, volleyball,
Yeah.
cheerleading competitions. I
No,
mean,
it's a,
the list just goes on.
Yeah.
and it would just show a community-wide support too, if we could pull something like this off, because not one entity alone is going to be able to do this. I mean, it's going to be a
Right. Collaboration.
teamwork, collaboration for sure. So on that, should we provide a letter of support from Tourism Commission? Just, it wouldn't hurt, I
feel
don't
like we
think.
should, just to let them know that we know that there's a need in the community
Mhm.
and that we stand behind it.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Everyone in favor of doing something like that?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay.
De-
We can send it
definitely.
around before we send it out, just so everybody can approve it, but.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that'd be great. And if you can come on the 3rd, please do. I'll be out of town, I know, but
Yes. And if I could just mention a little thing since I have the mic here.
sure.
This dedication, this is a real honor. I mean, this is from the Liberty tree. You can go out there and look at it. Unfortunately, one is struggling because of the soil, but the other one is really flourishing on the other side of the memorial. They're having national DAR coming here, their president is coming here, and from what I understand, some of the ladies may be dressing up in the Revolutionary days.
Oh.
It'll probably be only in an hour. It may be pretty warm, but I think for our community, this would be great. They're going to try to get news media there, and so if many people as we can get there to support it, I think it would be great.
That's neat.
Yeah, I definitely want to come to that
Yeah.
if I can at all. I think that would be neat. Thank
So they've
you,
already
Tammy.
planted the trees?
Well, we
I
had to
thought I
plant
saw some
well, we had to
trees down-
plant them to see if they would take, because they were only like 12 inches
okay.
tall. So before we did the
Had an
big
event.
dedication, we had to make sure that they were actually going to take their
Okay.
popular tulip
tulip
poplar
poplars,
trees.
yeah.
Yeah. So they grow fast, and I guess they really look pretty in the spring.
Hmm.
But before we did this, they wanted to make sure the trees took off.
Right.
And there were stipulations, that's why that fencing is around it, we had to have.
Right.
I mean, Scotty was there to help us plant them. We had to have, the fence had to be so high, so far apart from the tree, and a lot of stipulations.
Well, good. Sounds like it's going to take off.
The only other thing I have, I've invited Casey Cowan with the skate park project to be at the next meeting.
Okay.
To talk about with the sponsorship check.
Sure.
To talk about where they're at with that project and about the Rock the Park event
Okay.
that they're going to be having.
Good deal.
That is all I have.
All right. Any other new business from anyone else?
No,
Hearing none, can we get a motion for an adjournment?
I'll make a motion.
Joyce with first,
Second.
Anthony, Angie, take your pick. All right.